Hi everyone, Antonia Frey here. I'm a licensed therapist and also a travel blogger. And in this episode, I'm going to take you to Munich, Germany, where I went to visit my dad. And I'm also going to talk about one of my favorite resources on mental health, in case you're interested in learning more on the topic. I went to see my dad for one weekend, and we went for a walk through the city center, and we also spent time in a park. So I really hope you enjoy the footage. In the personal development part of this episode, I would like to talk to you about a stress relief technique that I find super useful. Now, this particular technique could be underestimated for its simplicity. You just basically think it cannot work, it's too easy. But I'm here to testify that it really does work. So be it a very crowded, loud train, or rushing to get to lunch, or being stuck in traffic, or in a stressful meeting, or remembering something very heavy, or any type of uncomfortable situation, I realized that by focusing on my breath, I can literally calm down within seconds. And it also occurred to me that this technique works super well with any emotion, be it anger or disgust or boredom or fear, anxiety, despair. Really, regardless of its intensity, this technique is really very effective. So what you do is slowly count to 3 while you breathe in, and then again, very, very slowly release your breath by counting to 6. So the double of the amount of time that you breathe in. And it goes something like this. You can breathe in through your nose and slowly release through your mouth. Now, I like to take some breaks in between. So after breathing in and counting to 3, I like to pause a little bit and hold my breath and then slowly release. And before breathing in again, I also sometimes pause until I feel like I'm really out of air. So the more slowly you do this exercise, the more effective it is. Another variation would be to simply lie down with one hand on your chest and another hand on your belly, and do the same counting of your breath. And you can repeat this exercise as many times as you want, maybe at least 6 times just to get the hang of it. You can also try to count to 4 when you breathe in, and then to 8 as you breathe out. And if you get really the hang of this exercise and you enjoy doing it and it comes easily to you, you can also try to count to 5 and then release by counting to 10. You could also do this exercise throughout the day, or maybe as you wake up in the morning or before you go to bed. Like that, you don't have to wait until a stressful situation occurs. By doing this, even in times of calm, you can train your body and your mind to realize that you're safe anywhere, and you will naturally be calmer. So then it will be even easier to apply this once the situation becomes very stressful. Now, I found this technique and some variations of it in a book called Moving Beyond Trauma by Eileen Smith. And as the title goes, this technique is also effective in releasing very, very deep-seated traumatic memories or feelings. Don't be fooled by the fact that it seems too easy. So I found that by doing this technique every day for a couple of days or a couple of weeks, I'm already feeling a whole lot calmer. And it's good to find a time of day that really works for you. And as you get more used to this exercise, you realize that you will need to apply it more and more often. As soon as you notice that your body is getting a bit tense or you're experiencing an uncomfortable emotion or sensation. And the more often you do this, really the more calm and serene you will become throughout your day and throughout your weeks. So feel free to try it. Let me know how it works for you.
The reason why we're able to calm down after breathing deeply is linked with the activity of our autonomous nervous system. When we're in a state of alert, our brain believes we're in danger and immediately signals to our body to prepare to either run or fight. That's when our sympathetic nervous system kicks in. It activates physiological processes such as rapid heartbeat, increased oxygen intake through shallow breathing or hyperventilation, sweaty palms or cold hands. It also suppresses the processes that it deems not necessary, such as digestion or thinking. This has been the case throughout the history of humanity, because this part of our brain has not evolved, unlike our neocortex, which is where the thinking processes take place. This literally means that when we're stressed out or panicking, we cannot think. Once we're calm, the parasympathetic nervous system, which is also called the brake, takes over and a message of safety is being sent. Breathing is one instrument that enables us to shift between one system and the other. When we are more prone to stress, anxiety, or an overall feeling of nervousness, it could be that we're largely dominated by the sympathetic nervous system. Frequent slow breathing exercises can stimulate the activity of the parasympathetic nervous system, and we can become more led by this one and thus calmer on a regular basis. In the upcoming episodes, we will look at more ways to calm down and induce a sense of safety.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like my channel, please remember to subscribe. In the next episode, I'm going to show you footage from a trip to France that I took, and I hope you'll stay tuned for that. Thank you again, and take care.